احنا اليوم الصبح بس اقترحنا ان يصير هذا اللقاء والنقاش القصير، بس ان شاء الله يكون لفائدة الجميع. I'll turn into English soon but احنا قلنا لنا فرصة ان احنا نكون موجودين هنا من كاوست، ومن ضمن دورنا في المؤتمر ان بعد نشارككم فيما نعتقد انه فرص لخريجي او منهم قريبين من التخرج من البي اتش دي في الجامعات البريطانيه خصوصا، والسعوديين عموما في كل مكان. هذا الغرض من النقاش السريع اللي بيصير الان، يعني يمكن انه يعني فقره داخله على البروجرام مال المؤتمر، فارجو انه يكون ان نوفق في توصيل الرساله لكم. So I'll just maybe start by going back to the early days of KAUST. And early days, I mean 07 and 08, before the start of KAUST officially. One of the very key focused objectives in everything we did during even the making of KAUST was how can we maximize the benefits and the value of everything we do in KAUST to Saudi Arabia, and most importantly to the Saudis, be it students, be it staff, be it people who can be part of the journey of KAUST before the start or after the start. I'll give you examples. In 07 and 08, when we were busy going around the world recruiting students who we believed they are to be the best talented students on earth, and that was our right to think that way because we feel KAUST deserve the best talented students in the world. We were, having a big challenge in our mind was how would we recruit students we believe they are to be the best talented for a university that didn't even exist, let alone physically being there. It was not even physically available. And it was a challenge. But for the Saudis, we looked around everywhere and we came up with the programs of sponsorships to different level of students at the time. PhD students, before PhD, after PhD, all of these programs. And we did not even make it like a commitment, come and we will sponsor and you have to sign pieces of papers what to do and you must come here and there. The idea was how do we distribute and maximize the benefits of KAUST when it was not there, but of course when it is there we are interested more. Here I'm looking at this great lady sitting exactly for me, and if you stand up, Modi, if you can just stand up. Modi is one of many students in 2007 when we were looking around for Saudis that are in all over the world studying. She was under a program, we call it fellowship program, where we picked many PhD students, boys and girls, and we told them, we are here to sponsor you. We'd love to have you in KAUST when you finish. If you go somewhere else, it's okay, but we would love you to be part of KAUST. Modi and few others joined KAUST, and Modi and those few others are taking a big part, important part of KAUST making future, current and future. So today, our biggest focus program, and it's all under the leadership of Dr. Najah, who you heard from her this morning, a very impressive talk on what we are doing and what we want to do and what it takes to be a successful researchers and scientists. We are touring the world everywhere, calling on PhD students who are on different scholarship, and we know it's a very complex process. Some of you are attached to universities, some of you are attached to scholarship program, and some of you may be attached to industry. We're basically sending an invitation, a call on all PhD students in science and engineering who find themselves qualified or interested in applying to join KAUST in a postdoc degree, in a scientist, and in areas where we can be of interest is, and the details are with the group here. We want you to try applying for KAUST. We are more keen into, for example, postdoc. You all know the degree or the level or the position of postdoc is a new terminology to the kingdom. Many universities, if all universities, or even higher education itself, has not recognized the postdoc position in higher education yet. One thing I can share with you, we have been working very heavily with higher education over the last year or two in bringing this position as a recognized position in the kingdom. We learned from KAUST experience, higher education in science and engineering, it just cannot work well, it cannot work the way it should be without attracting postdoc roles in high-level universities. Good news is higher education recognized that position, and we have made deals here and there with different universities that we can do it in a way where it's a win-win. Win for the student, win for the university that students belong to, win for KAUST. More importantly, it's a win for the nation. I'm not going to go through the details of these deals we have done with some universities yet so far, but I can assure you we will come up with a working way of making this opportunity to you who are interested in a postdoc function in KAUST, if, of course, the need is there and if the discipline is there, so it's not an open regardless. I believe it's a great opportunity for everyone here that has that interest. And we can work with each individual because each individual have a different case that we are working on. That's basically the title or the intent of this talk to all of you. We could have not dreamt of capturing you all in one place and convey this message to you. So we will sit here, me and Najah. If you guys have questions, we'll be trying to answer the questions on the spot. If we don't have specific answers for a specific question, we promise to come back to you. As a matter of fact, and I have not talked to this with Najah or our team, we are more than happy to organize a trip paid by KAUST for all PhD students that are in their final year of degree that have the interest to apply for KAUST for a postdoc position, to have them come and spend a day or two or three or four, whatever attracts you to come there and see what KAUST is all about and feel if this is where you want to spend the next 2 years of your career. We strongly believe it's the right direction, the right destination for you. So we want you to consider this, and I'm sure the whole team will be more than happy to organize such a visit to KAUST. That's all I have, and I'm going to sit here with Najah, and feel free to ask us questions for anything.
Let me just a quick note to add. I think a good starting point for you is the website, is KAUST website. It actually has comprehensive information, really very rich website about the type of research we do, our faculty, what the areas of interest that are actually the future for KAUST, that KAUST is interested in, either in strategic directions or even the curiosity-based research, which Dr. Jean-Louis Chameau yesterday mentioned. So a good starting point is the website, because definitely if you find yourself interested in the type of work we do, experienced in the type of work we do, that's a great starting point. Secondly, I think also look at the quality of the professors. It's very important to understand that KAUST is a very targeted university. With all what we talk about the university and the size of it in terms of physically or otherwise, we really only have 132 faculty And that's it. That's the number of research أعضاء هيئة التدريس 132. That's it in the university. So also that kind of matching, I understand it's of course very important for a postdoc, and you have to look at the faculty that we have. Having said that, we have only 132 faculty. I have to add that we have 400 plus postdocs. We have about 250, 270 research scientists. So the research engine is quite strong, and we would like to have a representation of the Saudi strong researchers in science and engineering. We would like to have that, quickly remedied. The number of Saudis is definitely small. In all our effort to recruit Saudi postdocs for the past 2 years, not a very open effort, but to really target those who maybe have the ability to do it. We really were not very much successful at it. We do not have that very strong representation. Looking at the caliber of individuals here today, I'm very encouraged, and I would definitely have some kind of collaboration with the ministry, specifically with the cultural mission, to structure a program where you can apply and to look at your credentials if you are interested. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take them, as Nadmi said. If you don't, I will make up stuff.
Thank you for the lovely invitation. We would love to come to KAUST and have a look about the environment. I'm just curious, how would you deal with a student with scholarships? I mean, if you already have scholarships from universities or other places.
Well, scholarship that will take you all the way through your PhD, so that scholarship is to get your PhD, right?
If it's from universities back home, sponsored by
yeah. Then it comes your attachment to a university,
yes,
which is a good question. And we know of that complexity, by the
yes,
way. This is why I didn't want to go into detail in my remarks. We know the challenge is that the system in Saudi Arabia today, PhD student coming from a university, finish the PhD, go back, day one, he or she is assistant professor in that university, because the postdoc system doesn't exist in Saudi Arabia. And by the way, that's one of the key reasons we are breaching on this, because the KAUST experience, based on the world experience, to really excel in the research and in the scientific arena, you really need to create these postdoc positions, because the postdoc, among all the different scientists' career, it's the person who really, they call them sometimes the slaves of the research scientist faculty, because they are the ones who are really hands-on on the research, and what an experience for that job.
So that's why I don't know if
yes,
we should be happy about having this
no,
position introduced while we go back or not.
But within universities, we think, and it depends on different universities, but I'm confident we can make that deal happen, where basically we'll work with each specific university where on their record, their career-wise, they will not lose the assistant professor's role in the record, so they don't lose it. But while they are with us for a year or two, they're conducting a postdoc position. So the university can keep that career path untouched, and they don't lose, but they actually gain the experience. And we gain that intellectual experience by the individuals. And when they finish their postdoc over a year or two with us, they go back to their universities as assistant professors with maybe 1 or 2 year experience in their record. So they should be kept intact when it comes to that. Like I said, we worked it with some universities. I'm confident we can work it with as many universities as we can, providing, as Najah said, there's the matching, there's the requirement, there's the quality. We're not having an open invitation regardless. It's still, everybody has to go through the KAUST process of selecting per quality. But we think we can address your concern.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for sponsoring this conference and offering the opportunity to know more about